Good morning. It's good to see so many of you tuning in this morning, especially out there on the West Coast. You guys had to get up before breakfast. I can even smell the coffee that you're got going. To get things started today, we will call on Director of Ritual, Moose Legion and Higher Degrees, Bob Neff, for the Moose Legion fundraising and awards presentations. Brother Bob.
Thank you, Brother Supreme Governor. Good morning, Moose members. Yesterday, we hinted at a few facts regarding our Moose Legion fundraising projects and just where we might have ended up this past year in reaching our goals. We asked you to tune in today for more details. Thank you for doing so. We really appreciate our Moose Legion jurisdictions coming through year after year to support our philanthropic causes. This year, of course, ended up different than anyone expected, with the pandemic keeping us from having meetings and social functions. Fortunately, the tenacity of our members kept our heads above water and our efforts moving forward. Well, we are at that point in this virtual convention when we are ready to share that information with you. Our Moose Legion Council Fundraising Project Chairman, Dan O'Neill, has prepared a presentation to do just that. We are going to let him tell you how things ended up for the 2019-2020 fiscal year. He will also look ahead with a preview of some new projects for this year. Please sit back and give this upcoming presentation a watch and listen to the details.
Greetings, Moose Legionnaires. First and foremost, we wish to congratulate each and every one of you for another outstanding year of fundraising. And it's a shame we couldn't all be together to celebrate our accomplishments. We want to say that each of the separate fundraising goals for all 4 of our main projects were again exceeded, regardless of the unusual challenges we faced this year. The donations collected for each project were as follows. Special project for Camp Ross equipment, $123,338. Youth awareness, $32,654. Student trips, $16,318. And the President's Project, $33,509, for a total of $205,819. And as you can see, our total goal amount was $168,000, and we exceeded our goal amount by $37,819. This year's special project returns to the House of God for some well-needed renovation, with the majority earmarked for new carpeting. Our goal amount will be $60,000, and the per capita assessment will be only $1.50 per member. It should be pointed out that this year's assessment is 90 cents less than last year, and it's understood that due to COVID-19, many lodges could use some extra financial support in this coming year. For able jurisdictions, we encourage raising the extra 90 cents anyway and use those funds to benefit your local lodges in this time of need. Incoming International Moose Legion President John Pro has requested a project in support of Moose Haven. The goal amount is $30,000 for the purchase of a medical transportation vehicle. And now, with the announcement we're most proud of and have come to anticipate every year. Moose Legionnaires, you've outdone yourselves again. Our endowment fund contributions of $242,174 exceeded last year's total by $2,177, making it 14 years in a row of perpetual increases. A truly remarkable accomplishment considering there have been fewer active members on the rolls each year. And a shout out to those jurisdictions managing to contribute in late April, even though the vast majority of lodges were closed and many celebrations canceled. We couldn't have crossed that 14-year goal line without your efforts. Thank you, and give yourselves a pat on the back. And speaking of endowment, it is now time to announce the results of the Moose Legion Endowment Fund competition. To start with the Faith Division, with 0 to 150 members, in third place was Midland Empire 38 of Montana, with $14.92 per capita. In second place, Triangle 113 of Montana with $23.65 per capita. In first place, Thunder Bay 24 of Ontario with $55.88 per capita. And moving on to the Hope Division, with 151 to 225 members. In third place, Hoosier Heart 27 of Indiana with $12.82 per capita. In second place, Corn Belt 152 of Iowa with $12.83 per capita. And in first place, Rushmore 39 of South Dakota with $23.06 per capita. And moving on to the Charity Division, which consists of 226 to 300 members. In third place is Beaver 171 of Oregon with $7.10 per capita. In second place, West Coast Central 214 of California at $7.69 per capita. And in first place, Pikes Peak 156 of Colorado at $10.82 per capita. And moving on to the Loyalty Division, it's consisting of 301 to 425 members. In third place, Mount McKinley 51 of Alaska with $10.01 per capita. In second place, Lone Star 97 of Texas with $18.13 per capita. And in first place, Golden Spot 15 of California, $37.05 per capita. And now moving to the President Division, consisting of 426 to 600 members. In third place, Shenandoah Valley 47 of Virginia at $7.55 per capita. In second place, Thunderbolt 213 of Arizona at $9.73 per capita. And in first place, Indian River 178 of Florida with $13.73 per capita. And moving on to the Director Division, consisting of 601 or more members. In third place, the mighty 190 of California, $7.14 per capita. In second place, Thunderbolt 201 of Florida with $8.57 per capita. In first place, Manatee 58 of Florida with $11.81 per capita. And the Moose Legion top contributor with $14,856 is Golden Spot 15 of California. In closing, although we've only mentioned the top 3 finalists in the competition, we'd be remiss without expressing our gratitude to every jurisdiction. In our eyes, you're all winners, because it takes the collective efforts of everyone for us to succeed. Can we make it 15 years in a row? To steal a line from Ken Miser? You bet we can. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dan O'Neill, for that slideshow presentation and the details it provided. Of course, thanks to all the members who helped make it possible as well. We would like to expound a little on this year's fundraising for 2021. Staying with our tradition, we will raise funds for Mooseheart student trips again this year. There are no precise assessments, just whatever you may wish to give. However, as in most of our fundraising, there are points in the Moose Legion Award of Excellence for certain achievement levels. We will also continue to fund the Youth Awareness Scholarships. We have proudly provided the $30,000 annually in scholarship funds the past 11 years. In fact, we have provided over $341,500 since we began in 2009. What an awesome, awesome program this is. If you ever have the chance, support this program. The good those young folks do to influence younger 4 to 9-year-olds is amazing. And in some cases, while hard to quantify the real value, they are truly life-changing. We ask just 60 cents minimum per member from each jurisdiction for this program. And what a great program of positive fortitude it is for those young lives it touches in some uniquely positive ways. We are very proud to have a small role of involvement in the good this wonderful Moose International program does for the youth it has the opportunity to influence. The President's Project of John Pro this year will provide a vehicle at Moose Haven. It will provide appropriate transportation for residents to travel safely to attend doctor and hospital visits off campus. John will personally and proudly promote this $30,000 commitment in his travels this year. Of course, the Moose Legion is credited with starting the Penny Fund over a century ago that we now recognize as the Endowment Fund. We look forward to this year's competition amongst our Moose Legions to see who comes out on top in each category in 2021. We are most definitely looking to extend that year-over-year increase streak to 15 years running. If it is to be, it is up to me. But to be a plus, it is up to us to make it happen. Let's get it done. The annual Moose Legion project will be for improvements of the Mooseheart House of God. One very big part of that is replacing the carpeting that has worn well but is ready for updating. We hope that we will overfund it a little bit, as we traditionally seem to do, so that we might cover a few other remodeling items in the process as well. As you heard in Dan's report, we are asking for 90 cents less per capita this year than we did last year. As we come out of this pandemic, and we will, some lodges will no doubt be hurting. We are asking our Moose Legion lodge committees and Moose Legion jurisdictions alike to step up to the plate and do what you can to make a difference in helping our lodges recover. We suggest and ask that our Moose Legion leaders at each level use some of the fundraising abilities that you are known for to set aside some local grants for lodges that may need help. The lodge unit is the base of our core. We need them to not only survive, but to thrive as we go forward. Now, more than ever, the degree of service is asked to help in leading the local recovery effort. Next up, we know that many of our members are anxiously awaiting word on the results of the Moose Legion Award of Excellence. This program has now completed 3 years and seems to be building interest and strength. So without further ado, here again is Councilman Dan O'Neill with the results of this past year.
Welcome, everyone. Before announcing some of the top achievers in the Moose Legion Award of Excellence, let's first cover some brief statistics. At the end of February, we had 92.45% of jurisdictions reaching award levels, and we were on target to set a record year. However, by April 30th, we finished with only 85.53% of jurisdictions achieving awards. Naturally, this reduction can be directly attributed to COVID-19, as within the last 2 months of the year, we witnessed an active membership decline like never seen before. As viewed in the right-hand column, the overall percentage of award achievement was 6.97% less than last year. We saw 6 less at the Pilgrim level, 5 more at the Fellowship level, 11 less at the Moose Legionnaire level, and an additional 11 receiving no award. The good news is, now that our lodges are reopening, we should expect a bountiful year in membership production, along with gains in award levels. Now, let's take a look at the top 5 jurisdictions and combined charitable contributions. In 5th place, with $9,458, Indian River 178. In 4th, with $9,670, Hampton Roads 199. In 3rd, with $10,131, Old Dominion 148. In 2nd, with $16,353, Golden Spot 15. And in 1st place, Manatee 58 with $18,188 contributed. Thank you and job well done. And now, here are the top 5 jurisdictions and contributions per capita. In 5th place, with $21.79 per member, Lone Star 97. In 4th, with $27.03, Rushmore 39. In 3rd, with $28.12, Triangle 113. And 2nd, with $40.78, Golden Spot 15. And in 1st place, with $64.16 per member, Thunder Bay number 24. And moving on, here are the top 5 jurisdictions in membership gain. In 5th, with a plus 40, Old Dominion 148. And 4th place, with a plus 45, Maumee Valley 30. In 3rd, with a plus 51, Arizona 93. And 2nd, with a plus 53, Tar Heel 158. In 1st place, with a gain of 73 members, Manatee 58. Now, the listing of the top 10 in total point scoring. Before moving on with the top 10, we have an item noteworthy of mention. You'll hear some jurisdictions repeated here. There are various ways to score points, but note that all top 5 jurisdictions named in membership gain are amongst the top 10 in overall scoring. Although membership gain is only one of 8 scoring categories, its prominence as the primary factor in point scoring is undeniable. And now, moving on, here we are with the top 10. With 98.04 points, Hampton Roads 199. In 9th, with 99.99 points, Bull Run 185. In 8th, with 100.10 points, Mocan number 4. In 7th, with 101.66 points, Thunder Bay 24. In 6th place, with 102.28 points, is Golden Spot number 15. In 5th, with 110.16 points, Maumee Valley 30. In 4th, with 115.26 points, is Old Dominion 148. In 3rd, with 127.24 points, is Arizona 93. And in 2nd place, with 129.76 points, is Tar Heel 158. At the top and in 1st place, with 156.01 points, is Manatee 58. Congratulations to those achieving awards. We salute you and appreciate your participation in this program. Moving forward, we foresee a momentous year ahead. Let's get back to doing what Moose Legionnaires are known to do. Thank you.
Wow. Considering the events at year end, that is a pretty amazing record of accomplishment. Congratulations to all those who achieved some level of recognition in this program. At the same time, our sincere thanks to Dan O'Neill for his diligence each month updating the spreadsheet and distributing the results to our jurisdictions. We thank all our members for striving towards excellence. Unfortunately, like anything else, not everyone will be crowned as a top achiever, but no doubt this program has helped jurisdictions who monitored their progress to do better than they may have otherwise. We are already in a new campaign year. Awards are being earned for sponsoring members and for gaining points in the Moose Legion Award of Excellence. While the start has definitely been slowed by Corona, we are indeed off the starting blocks and moving forward. We have 65 individuals who will be serving as Moose Legion Ambassador for the ensuing year as of the conclusion of this convention. A packet of information is being sent to them along with a medallion and name badge. They should be welcomed to your jurisdictional meetings with open arms. They will be visiting to offer assistance. They are not spies. Their job, along with the 28 area managers they report to, is to help you succeed. Bear in mind that they are strictly volunteers and do not get any form of reimbursement for travel or other expenses. But they should be able to help you with questions or assist by reaching out for you to get those answers when you have them. Please use them to help recognize your top achievers. That might be those who have sponsored members, reached out to retain members, sold the most fundraising tickets, or something else. Often, recognition is one of the best tools we have to encourage future positive involvement by our members. That kind of encouragement will be one of the primary goals of ambassadors and area managers alike in your association. Thank you, Moose Legionnaires, for all you do all year long, year after year. We know that, like the ritual says, you are the men who get things done. Let us step up together and prove it again in the year ahead. Now, we have just one final item of recognition to put forth and share with you during this segment. The Moose Legion Council a year ago put forth a resolution. That resolution was then approved by the Supreme Council. While a few details have changed since the original group of councilmen signed it, we would like to present a brief summary of it at this time. The complete resolution will be included for the record. But in the interest of time, we will only present a few of the highlights in a condensed version here today. Unfortunately, we are not able to make this presentation in person as we had planned. But it renders no less appreciation for the contributions of this individual has made over his moose career. It goes a little like this. Whereas Byron G. Dalton, Sr., originally joined Carpentersville Lodge number 1958 in the mid-'80s, about the same time he married his bride, Terry, before transferring to Elgin 799, where he holds a life membership, and advancing to Mecca Moose Legion in 1992, and is now also a life member of Anna Maria Island 2188, having earned that by surpassing the 250 division of the 25 Club in 2019. And whereas he has served in a host of Lodge and Moose Legion chairman and officer positions over the years, including being a past governor of the Order by Service, and whereby he served as a Moose Legion director for 4 years prior to being called away to higher service at the Supreme Lodge for a number of years in various capacities, most recently as Assistant General Governor, until his retirement, when he then took on the full-time job as a lodge administrator? And whereas he has lived up to his obligation to strengthen the defending circle with 351 lifetime sponsor credits into the order, and currently with 71 lifetime Moose Legion membership credits, having earned the Medal of Honor in 2004. And whereas he provided service to his district and state association over the years, whereby he was recognized as an honorary past state president of the Illinois Moose Association and was the Illinois Moose Legionnaire of the Year in 2002. And whereas Byron advanced to the Fellowship Degree of Honor in 2002 and was called to the Mooseheart House of God in 2008 to receive the highest honor within the fraternity when he was elevated to the Pilgrim Degree of Merit, thus recognizing his many contributions to the Moose and the Moose Legion over a number of years of service. Now, therefore, be it resolved that by action taken by the Moose Legion Council and ratified by the Supreme Council, we do hereby name and recognize Byron G. Dalton Sr. as an outstanding member and further confer upon him the title of Honorary Past International Moose Legion President. Byron, we thank you for your history of exemplary service and send you our very best wishes and sincere congratulations. We welcome you as a past international president as we look forward to your continued dedication to our cause. We have your new name badge and medallion, which will be forthcoming. Congratulations. On behalf of the entire Moose Legion Council, we extend our sincere thanks to everyone for your dedication and support of our philanthropic causes. We appreciate your attention this morning. Brother Supreme Governor, that completes our remarks for this morning. Thank you for the opportunity to provide them.
Thank you, Brother Bob, and congratulations to Brother Byron Dalton on his high honor. We are glad to welcome Byron to the state of Florida, where he can join our team down there of excellence. We will now present the publication awards by way of a PowerPoint presentation produced by Chief Marketing Officer Kurt Wiebe.
Good morning, and welcome to the 58th Annual Moose Journalism Awards Ceremony. These awards recognize and congratulate the best editorial efforts in the Moose fraternity for the past year. As always, we were pleased to see a number of new entries from lodges and/or chapters who have not been represented in the past. The editorial office also continues to receive more inquiries from lodges requesting copies of publication permits, which is a requirement per the general laws if you are producing a lodge and/or chapter newsletter. Despite the very early deadline this year, we were also pleased with the number of entries we received. Website entries in particular were up, and print versions of the newsletters stayed relatively unchanged. The quality of most entries continues to improve, so the competition is at its highest level ever. Looking forward, we feel this next year may be the most important ever for the Journalism Awards, as it has been essential during this COVID-19 pandemic to keep our members informed of the activities within not only the lodges and chapters, but also our associations and Moose Legions. The best way to do so is through our newsletters, websites, and social media resources, so our editors and writers take on even greater importance. We are keeping our fingers crossed that the International Moose Convention in Cincinnati will go off as planned next year, so please begin preparing now for next year's competition, as the deadline for website entries will be Friday, February 26th, 2021, and the deadline for written publications will be Friday, March 5th, 2021. You will be able to find entry forms online at the Moose International website, through the Herd of Moose Facebook page, and also through official communications sent via email to all lodges and chapters. We also published an announcement in the October-November issue of Moose Magazine as an additional reminder. This year's qualifying entries in our 10 divisions were evaluated and judged by members of the International Communications Committee, who include Joan Fedora from Florida, Gayla McLaughlin from Texas, Heather McIntosh from Alaska, and Daniel Sullivan from Virginia. Unfortunately, our chairman, Art Barton from Iowa, could not be on campus for the judging due to personal reasons, but we appreciated his contributions throughout the year. In the 5 General Excellence divisions for publications, the newsletters were evaluated on attractiveness of page layouts, readability of printing, quality of writing, effective use of photographs, and the comprehensiveness of content concerning lodge, chapter, and fraternity-related news of interest to members. Unfortunately, we can't distribute the awards in person, but following the virtual meeting, we will send the awards to the winners' territory managers for presentations locally when permitted. Now let's begin with the first category, General Excellence in Lodge Publications. We'll start with lodges of 200 or fewer members. There were 11 entries submitted. Our third place award goes to Greater Durham, North Carolina, Lodge 245 for a Moose Letter, edited by Norman and Lane Rose. In second place was Laramie, Wyoming, Lodge 390 and Chapter 423. Moose Tracks is edited by Barb Peer and Sandy Hutton. And the first place award for lodges 200 members and fewer goes to Bellingham, Washington, Lodge 493 and Chapter 277. The Moose Call, with Michael Green and Patty Lee as editors. For lodges of 201 to 400 members, there were 18 total entries. The honorable mention in this category went to Rancho Cordova, California, Lodge 2357 in Chapter 1941. Gene Boss is the editor of the Moose Family Center newsletter. In third place was Arlington, Virginia, Lodge 1315 in Chapter 1253. Loyal Order of Moose, Arlington 1315 Lodge newsletter is edited by John Mattis. Taking second place this past year was Four Towns, Florida, Lodge 655 in Chapter 1939. Ellen Schindel and Robert Beskey are the editors of Moose Gator. Earning the top honors for lodges of 201 to 400 members is Pasadena, Texas, Lodge 1721 in Chapter 1685. Congratulations to Anthony Tony Murphy, editor of Moose on the Go. There were 12 total entries for lodges of 401 to 800 members. Ebbets Pass, California, Lodge 1123 in Chapter 1714 earned honorable mention in this category. Chris Bortz is the editor of the Ebbets Pass Bullhorn. Our third place award went to Ventura, California, Lodge 1394 in Chapter 918. The Ventura, California Moose newsletter was edited by Jasmine Caligari and Susie Perkins. In second place during our Create Our Future campaign was the entry from Griffin, Georgia, Lodge 1503 in Chapter 1288. Keith Goen is the editor of Fraternal Footnotes. And our congratulations go out to Stockdale, California, Lodge 2178 in Chapter 1203 for the first place entry in the 401 to 800 member category. Christine Myers Mainland is the editor of the Moose Listener. For lodges of 801 members and higher, there were 7 entries. Taking third place for Moose Talk was Surfside Beach, South Carolina, Lodge 2351 in Chapter 1950. Marianne Zollinger is the editor. Finishing in second place is Waynesboro, Virginia, Lodge 1309 and Chapter 1235. Moose News is edited by Deborah Akers. And the top award for the Large Lodge category is Yuba City, California Lodge 1204 and Chapter 1089. Congratulations to editor Tara Krogan for her work on Moose Call. Moving on from the Lodge and Chapter category, we rank the combined Association and Moose Legion higher degrees entries. In third place this year is the New York State Moose Association, whose publication, The Bulletin, is edited by Craig Barnes. The Wisconsin Moose Association received second place this year for its publication, Badger News. Amy Boyven is the editor. And the top entry in the Association and Moose Legion higher degrees category belongs to Thunderbird Moose Legion 213. Fausto Fez Quijada is the editor for the Moose Legion 213 newsletter. Congratulations to all the entrants and honorees in this year's print categories. They've each done an excellent job at distributing essential moose news throughout the year. We now turn to the writing categories that honor the best editorial and news stories that were published throughout the moose year. First, the editorial category. In third place, writing for Fairfield, California Lodge 861 and Chapter 1379 is Mary Hagens for A Moose on a Mission of Change. Taking second place is Lisa Marquez, writing for Ventura, California Lodge 1394 and Chapter 918. Her editorial was titled, How You Can Help a Victim of Domestic Violence. And taking home the top honors in the editorial category was another individual writing for Ventura, California Lodge 1394 and Chapter 918. Jasmine Caligari with an editorial titled, Members, Be Positive, Not Negative. In the Best News Story category, there were 18 total entries. Our honorable mention goes out to yet another writer for Ventura, California Lodge 1394 and Chapter 918. This time it's Susie Perkins with her story, Let's Sock It to the New Homeless Shelter. I'm sure by now we all wish we had a talented group of writers like Ventura. In third place for Best News Story is W. Scott Duncan, writing for Sailfish Moose Legion 197. His story was written on valued veterans. Brother Duncan was certainly busy writing, as he also took home second place honors for his story titled Special Olympics State Golf Championships First Time Volunteer. Our first place winner for the Best News Story can be found on the other end of the country, as Barb Peer took home the top prize for her story, Moose Lodge Working Towards No Hunger Initiative. Barb was writing for the Laramie, Wyoming Lodge 390 in Chapter 423. Congratulations to all of our talented writers in both the editorial and news story categories. We now move from our awards and printed publications to the general excellence categories for Moose websites. 21 lodges and chapters submitted entries in the website category, and the top 4 units earned awards this year. Our honorable mention this year went to Yuba City, California Lodge 1204 and Chapter 1089. Bill Thompson serves as the webmaster for this site. In third place is Wakanda, Illinois Lodge 1969 and Chapter 1520, with webmaster Stacy Mergenthaler handling the site's copy and logistics. The runner-up award goes to webmaster Joe Russo and the website of Arlington, Virginia Lodge 1315 and Chapter 1253. And the winner of the Lodge and Chapter website category is Muskego, Wisconsin Lodge 1057 and Chapter 1617. Our first place webmaster is Cheryl Klabundy. Congratulations to Muskego and Cheryl. Our final category is for general excellence in state, provincial, association, and higher degree websites. This is the first year that these groups have been combined, as there are fewer overall units available to apply than in the lodge and chapter category. For this past Moose year, the honorable mention goes to Washington State Northern Idaho Moose Association with Suzanne Dinning as the site's webmaster. Our third place winner is the Pennsylvania Moose Association with Steve Alfieri as the webmaster. Second place goes to webmaster Steve Speaks and the Virginia Moose Association. And our final award in this category this morning goes out to Bill Thompson and the California Nevada Moose Association, who places first in the state, provincial, and higher degrees category. We have one more honor to bestow before we close the program today, and that is the Director General's selection as top moose journalists for the past year. After a review of many submissions, we are pleased to announce that Anthony Tony Murphy of Pasadena, Texas Lodge 1721 has earned the prestigious honor as the top moose journalist for 2020. Congratulations to all of our awardees today. Please encourage others to participate in this awards program this coming year, as we look to consistently improve the overall quality of our messaging fraternity-wide. Remember the deadline dates of February 26th and March 5th, 2021. And a final congratulations to all of our award winners this morning. We will be mailing the awards out to the territory managers for use at local presentations within the next week. The International Communications Committee would like to thank all of our entrants for not only submitting examples of top communications this year, but also for helping spread positive messages about the Moose Fraternity, its members, and the great things we do together. Enjoy the rest of this unique virtual Moose Convention.
Congratulations to all our winners. What an excellent job of keeping our membership informed. And now, let's enjoy the following donor recognition PowerPoint presentation from our wonderful staff at Moose Charities.
Hey, where is everyone? This place was supposed to be packed with our Moose family. Oh, that's right. Things are a little different this year. Well, that won't stop the Moose from making it happen. Moose Charities has already started this year's convention with its 10-10-10 challenge and the March of Checks. Will you join us to make it happen this year?
Our members can make it happen.
Join us, make it happen.
You can make it happen. You can make it happen.
We can make this happen.
Together, we can make it happen.
Come on, y'all, make it happen.
This year, we are virtually together. No matter where we are, we stand together, Moose proud, ready and willing to meet any challenge because our kids and our seniors need our support.
We can make it happen. We can make it happen.
Make it happen.
Make it happen.
Make your donation today. Help make it happen.
Here we are, where it all began, with all of your hard work and dedication, and all of our Moose family over the years. We continue to make it happen. This is what it's all about.
Thank you for helping me. Thank you for making this happen.
Moose Haven is just the greatest place on earth for us all to be. I can't believe the way they take care of us, feed us, house us, and all the amenities. Together we can do this.
Thank you for making it happen.
Thank you, Moose membership.
Make your donation today. Help make it happen.
for the world that awakes in the dawning light that breaks, and for the sunlight kissing my face, thank you. And for the stars out on parade at the ending of each day, so even in the dark I'm safe. for the gift of friends who know everywhere I've been and love me back home again. Thank you. And for the ones who let me down and taught me what I know now of forgiveness and the freedom I found. Thank you. When I look at the world around me and breathe in the breath you give, every beat of my heart is saying thank you for everything. If you lead me to still waters, if I'm caught in the hurricane, wherever you lead, I'm saying thank you for everything. Thank you for everything. Every second I live is a moment you give, so I welcome them in. I welcome them in. The day after day, the joy and the pain. I welcome them in. I welcome them in. Thank you for the hardest parts and the beauty of these scars, even though it broke my heart. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. When I look at the world around me and breathe in the breath you give, every beat of my heart is saying thank you for everything. If you lead me to still waters, if I'm caught in a hurricane, wherever you lead, I'm saying thank you for everything. Thank you.
everyone? This place was supposed to be packed with our Moose family. Oh, that's right. Things are a little different this year. Well, that won't stop the Moose from making it happen. Moose Charities has already started this year's convention with its 10-10-10 challenge and the March of Checks. Will you join us to make it happen this year?
Our members can make it happen.
Join us. Make it happen.
You can make it happen. You can make it happen.
We can make this happen.
Together, we can make it happen.
Come on, y'all, make it happen.
This year, we are virtually together. No matter where we are, we stand together, Moose proud, ready and willing to meet any challenge because our kids and our seniors need our support.
We can make it happen. We can make it happen.
Make it happen.
Make it happen.
Make your donation today. Help make it happen.
Here we are, where it all began, with all of your hard work and dedication, and all of our Moose family over the years. We continue to make it happen. This is what it's all about.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for making this happen.
Moose Haven is just the greatest place on earth for us all to be. I can't believe the way they take care of us, feed us, house us, and all the amenities. Together, we can do this.
Thank you for making it happen.
Thank you, Moose membership.
Make your donation today. Help make it happen.
for the world that awakes in the dawning light that breaks, and for the sunlight kissing my face. Thank you. And for the stars out on parade at the ending of each day. So even in the dark I'm saying thank you. When I look at the world around me and breathe in the breath you gave, every beat of my heart is saying thank you for everything. If you lead me to still waters, if I'm caught in the hurricane, wherever you lead I'm saying thank you for everything. Thank you for the gift of friends who know everywhere I've been and loved me back home again. Thank you. And for the ones who let me down and taught me what I know now, forgiveness and the freedom I found. Thank you. Yeah. When I look at the world around me and breathe in the breath you gave, every beat of my heart is saying thank you for everything. If you lead me to still waters, if I'm caught in the hurricane, wherever you lead I'm saying thank you for everything. Thank you for everything. Yeah. Every second I live is a moment you give, so I welcome them in. I welcome them in. The day after day, the joy and the pain. I welcome them in. I welcome them in. Thank you for the hardest parts and the beauty of these scars, even though it broke my heart. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. When I look at the world around me and breathe in the breath you gave, every beat of my heart is saying thank you for everything. If you lead me to still waters, if I'm caught in the hurricane, wherever you lead I'm saying wanna see and take you where you wanna be. You could be my luck. Even if the sky is falling down, I know that we'll be safe and sound. I can lift you up. I can show you what you wanna see and take you where you wanna be. You could be my luck. Even if the sky is falling down, I know that we'll be safe and sound. We're safe and sound. We're safe and sound. We're safe and sound. We're safe and sound.
Thank you, Pam, and your team for recognizing our very important donors who give freely and generously of their substance. And now for a few announcements. For the afternoon session, we will present the Lifetime Achievement Awards, continuing with the report of the Grand Regent and Grand Chancellor, and followed by the report of the Moose Charities Board of Directors. That session will begin at 1:30 p.m. Central Time. The evening session will begin at 6:30 p.m. Central, which will consist of the election and appointment of officers, the report of the membership department, top associations, and Premier Lodge Award winners. To conclude this evening, we will present the Judiciary Committee report and the joint installation of officers. We look forward to seeing you back here this afternoon.